Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NewsBrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that Canada's Artificial Intelligence Minister, Evan Solomon, announced Monday that the upcoming federal AI strategy will include an analysis of the technology's effects on the labor market. The strategy, initially promised by the end of last year, has faced delays, which Solomon attributes to the rapidly changing nature of AI and ongoing consultations with labor leaders, environmentalists, and youth. Solomon emphasized the government's pragmatic approach, seeking to balance AI's economic benefits with addressing potential harms. This includes plans for a new online harms bill that could encompass AI chatbots, signaling a nuanced regulatory stance rather than solely focusing on warnings. The minister affirmed the strategy is nearing release and will be designed to meet evolving stakeholder needs. Global News reports that Health Canada has approved Donanemab, a second drug aimed at slowing the progression of Alzheimer's disease. The medication, marketed by Eli Lilly as Kisunla, targets amyloid plaques in the brain, a key factor in the early stages of Alzheimer's. While not a cure, clinical trials suggest Donanemab can help slow the decline in memory, thinking, and daily functioning for some early-stage patients. Health Canada's approval specifies limitations for individuals carrying the APOE4 gene, a variant that significantly increases dementia risk. The drug's potential side effects include amyloid-related imaging abnormalities. The Alzheimer's Society of Canada views this approval as a hopeful milestone, emphasizing the importance of continued research and support for patients and their caregivers. The process for public drug plan coverage is expected to take up to 2 years, with those holding private insurance potentially accessing the treatment sooner. From Global News, Radio Canada International reports that Canada is providing $270 million in financial aid to Ukraine to acquire much-needed military assets. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Mark Carney during his participation in the European Political Community Summit in Armenia. This latest contribution brings Canada's total monetary support for Ukraine to $25.8 billion. Carney stated that the funding is part of a larger strategy in a conflict where Ukraine is reportedly gaining an advantage. He emphasized that Canada stands firmly behind Ukraine and that this aid will bolster its defense efforts, ultimately contributing to peace and prosperity for the Ukrainian people. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed his gratitude for Canada's consistent moral and financial backing. Canada's participation as the first non-European country at the summit underscores its commitment to supporting Ukraine. In his address to European leaders, Prime Minister Carney called for a pragmatic approach to global challenges, stating that nostalgia is not a strategy and advocating for a collaborative path forward. He also highlighted the potential for deepening partnerships with Europe in various sectors. From City News Everywhere, the federal government has announced a $1.5 billion tariff relief package in response to the United States expanding its tariff criteria last month. The package includes a new $1 billion program through the Business Development Bank of Canada, specifically designed to support the manufacturing sector. This program will offer 3-year low-interest loans of up to $50 million to Canadian factories affected by U.S. tariffs on products containing steel, aluminum, and copper. Additionally, the government is providing a $500 million top-up to the existing Regional Tariff Response Fund. Industry Minister Melanie Joly stated that while the immediate goal is to provide businesses with necessary liquidity, the government is also pursuing a broader medium-term strategy to help Canadian exporters adapt and explore new international markets. This initiative aims to mitigate the economic impact of the escalating trade tensions. According to a report from the Canadian Press, Canada's Auditor General Karen Hogan has revealed that federal initiatives to map areas of the country most susceptible to flooding are significantly behind their target completion date of 2028. Hogan's audit highlighted that these efforts also do not adequately incorporate the impacts of climate change on flood patterns. Specifically, the Flood Risk Awareness Portal being developed by the Department of Public Safety overlooks climate change, and less than half of the high-risk flood zones identified by the Department of Natural Resources in 2022 are included in current maps. The Auditor General recommends developing user-friendly, interactive flood maps to better prepare the public and urges the government to collaborate more closely with provinces and territories to monitor these high-risk regions. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.